Hi, I'm Ganibin Jali.
Hello, I'm Jason Arya Josh.
I'm Aaron Nicholas Semi.
I am Gusta binti Man.
I, on behalf of Group 2, to present the project of Naik Taraf Jalan Sampun Gelili Asajaya, which is at Kuching, Kota Samarahan. The presentation will include the introduction, literature review, potential impact, and mitigation. And then the first one will present by Aaron Nicholas Semi, which is introduction. And then the second one will present by Gostia, which is literature review. The third one's potential impact will present by Jason Anak George. And then the fourth, which is the last one, will present by myself, which is mitigation, measure, and monitoring. So I will leave it to Aaron Nicholas Semi to present introduction.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to present about the environmental impact for naik taraf Jalan Kampung Sampun Kelili Asajaya, Samahan, Kuching, Sarawak. Okay. For the first slide is the introduction, which is about explanation about the road pavement, limestone, and the objective of this project. This project is known as the Naik Taraf Kampung Sampun Kelili Asajaya Samahan Division Sarawak. It's one of the Rural Transformation Project (RTP) which is funded by the State Government of Sarawak. The reconstruction of this road consists of 1 kilometer of the existing premix road. We start from Channel 00 to Channel 1, which is stated in the table on this slide. This road, new pavement, will be classified under R1 road regarding SSRW. Slide, you can see the location of this project, which is the road alignment. Next, I will talk about the project description. This is a construction of existing 1 kilometer R1 one-lane single carriageway roads serving the local traffic with no access control connection to the Kampung Sampun Kelili to Kampung Jugu. As for the road dimension, it consists of 1000 meter times 5 meter, which is 1 kilometer by 5 meter width of road. To supply lay compact with layer of 300 mm 50 mm DCR and all necessary temporary arrangement of access road and etc. All in accordance to the SO instruction. Supply and lay a layer of bitumen, tackot, and all necessary temporary arrangement of access road and etc. are all accordance to the SO instruction, specification, and drawings from the consultant which is elected. Next, I would like to pass my slide to Madam Gostia.
Literature review. The purpose is to give more true understanding regarding the physical and chemical properties of the limestone. give an in-depth inside look of the pavement and the specification that they have met in the same way that specification have been drawn up for road making material already in use. Number 1, limestone. Sedimentary rock that is mostly composed of calcium carbonate and is a beaded carbonate rock. Alkaline with pH of 12.4, utilized in a wide range of industrial application, including water treatment, asphalt, anti-slipping, and soil stabilization. Number 2, formation of limestone. Limestone made up mostly calcium carbonate formed on the seabed from the remnant of seashell and other marine animals. This animal remnant create hard beds rich in calcium carbonate is a result of heat and pressure. This process caused the calcium carbonate in limestone, resulting in marble. Number 3, advantage of using limestone. Reduce construction or operational costs during process of the project, especially reduce water use, energy consumption, and reduction of CO2 emissions, as well as saving time operational processes. Number 4, uses of limestone. One of the oldest materials, road, airport runway, irrigation canals, earth dams, and building foundation. Limestone is used to chemically treat and reinforce clay soil in order to provide a suitable condition in subbase.
I'm Jason Josh. I would like to continue the next topic for our project is about potential impact. There are two type of impact is for the preliminary impact is a pre-construction impact. This stage is a land acquisition involving either private-owned land which potentially affects the socioeconomy and livelihood of the local community in the areas. So meaning that land acquisition is, as we know, is sensitive that need to be dealt with tactfully. So when dealing with this issue, we shall follow the process under the section 47 to section 51 of the land Sarawak Land Code bracket chapter 81. So every of the land acquisition we must refer this Sarawak Land Code, so to resolve the problem regarding this land acquisition. So failure to resolve the issue of land acquisition and crop compensation can cause resentment and will be met with resistance. So only with a fair compensation, land acquisition will be deemed acceptable. During construction, as we know, the severity and magnitude of impact shall be assessed based on acceptable metrics, taking into account all possible impacts such as short-term, long-term, accumulative, to assist in the assessment in specific impact, and where necessary, appropriate mathematically and software models shall be used. So as we know, there are several impacts that that our group have highlighted. Is one of it air pollution. So air pollution is emission of fugitive dust can occur during the preparation of land, example earthwork, and during the construction. For this project, there are several principal project activities during the construction stage. There could be the potential sources of air emission, which could potentially deteriorate the ambient air quality surround the project site. For the second impact is noise level. As we know, noise arises from activities from machineries such as bulldozer, excavator, and dump truck. And this is a similar situation for every construction activity down to the construction period in order to complete the project. And the next impact is water pollution. Water pollution is surface runoff and soil erosion from the earthwork activities to increase the concentrate of total suspended solid in the receiving water courses and give the result degrading the water level. For the next impact is water flooding. Water flooding identify problem that may contribute to the flooding event during the construction activities, such as a blockage and or diversion of drain and stream during the construction, and also inadequacy of culvert and bridges. For the next impact is waste management. So waste management, the project activities during construction stage involve site clearing, earthwork, and creation of infrastructure. Waste quantification permit better planning. So few principles of road upgrading have been considered as to quantify the maximum amount of waste that could be generated, such as number one is clearing of biomass along alignment and for proposed workers camp site office. Number two is site clearing along the ROW right of way, approximately 50 meter of width, and in which the size of the width has been determined based on the area for earthwork activities. Number three is the excavated material reuse for backfilling. Number four, machineries maintenance, and number five is a solid waste generated by construction workers. So, and the next impact is employment opportunities. These working opportunities arising from the construction activities constitute as potential impact if priority given to the communities living in the surrounding areas, meaning that in these employment opportunities there are no foreign workers involved, then it will be beneficial to the community surrounding. During the construction stage, traffic volume will increase at the road with additional traffic count from the movement of the heavy vehicle and machinery during site clearing for the removal of the earthwork. And last but not least, the impact for this stage is of course the occupational safety and health. It is important that the project implementation is accompanied by adequate safety consideration, which is crucial for workers on site. So inadequate consideration of occupational safety and health on site during construction may cause number one is the risk of injuries. Number two is increased risk of accident associated with construction material and machineries. Number three, the healthy impact from influx on foreign workers.
I'm Ganibi Jali. I would like to present mitigation, measure, and monitoring. These are several guidance that have been referred such as Guidelines for Environmental Noise Limit and Control (DOE), Menu Panduan Pemeriksaan BMP untuk Kawalan Hakisan dan Sediment, and Guidance Document for Addressing Soil Erosion and Sediment Control Aspect in the Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA), Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, Occupational Safety and Health Regulation, Factory and Machinery, and then is Local Authority Ordinance 1996, and also other relevant guidance document by regulating agencies. First is mitigation measure during pre-construction, which is land acquisition. Dialogue session with the affected landowner need to be done to clarify and alleviate any misunderstanding the community might have on the land acquisition and crop compensation project component, and other relevant authorities such as land survey officers and other local authorities should be present at the dialogue session. And then detailed boundary survey of the proposed upgrading of the road should be conducted prior to the road construction activities. And also, once the land acquisition plan have been finalized, the said proposed road corridor would then be subjected to section 47 of the Sarawak Land Code, where a notice would be put up at the land office. A period of 6 months would be format with respect to claim and compensation. This would then allow the land officer to enter the affected property or land for purpose for boundary survey or establishment of new boundary and subsequent crop counting. Payment to affected owner will be directly through the land office. And also, proper negotiation and compensation should be ensured to placate local sentiments. This also implies to the land for the construction of the proposed workers' camp site. The local belief and custom, any practice involved in the acquisition of native land should be tactfully observed. The land crop compensation rates to be paid will be determined by the land survey department or relevant authority. Second mitigation is the mitigation during construction stage. First one is tarping. Construction material, open stockpile and excavated material shall be covered when left overnight on site to avoid dust dispersion. Watering construction material, open stockpile and excavated material shall be covered when left overnight on site to avoid dust dispersion. Second point is noise mitigation. Construction activity, namely site clearing, earthwork activity and construction of infrastructure should be confined to daytime 8 to 5 p.m. Minimize noise and impact, and also install the temporary noise barrier. Third one is water quality. We can increase of TSS concentration in the nearby water bodies due to construction activity. Example, site clearing, earthworks can be avoided by capturing the surface runoff through earth drains and channeling the runoff into sediment basin prior to discharge into the nearest waterways. The earth drains along the road leading to water course shall be regularly inspected and any clogging be cleared immediately. And also a designated area for maintenance of machinery shall be provided for the containment of possible spoilage or leakage of users oil and lubricant. For the flooding mitigation, regular inspection during and after any storm event with substantial runoff that may exceed the capacity of the sediment basins, and all the covered along the road shall be inspected and monitored after heavy rainfall event to prevent blockade. And also the mitigation for waste management. Roadside ditch should capture surface waters before it reach the road. Inceptor drain should be shallow and flat bottom. Any strip pit curve should be placed back in the invert and side of the ditch to assist the regeneration. Social economy public concern are focused on the social impact during construction stage, which include public health disruption to daily lives from the construction activities, matter for safety and security of the public residing near the project site, and also employment of locals should be given the priority according to their capabilities. Traffic mitigation. Construction works at the project site may interrupt the existing traffic on the existing road. A proper traffic management will be required to regulate the traffic flow through the construction stage. The following mitigation should be implemented during the construction, which are warning signs, flagment control, speed limit, and traffic diversion. The last point is occupational safety and health. The appointed contractor shall prepare a site-specific safety and health plan according to Department of Occupational Safety and Health (DOSH) Malaysia guidelines. The safety health plan should include identification of potential risks and determine effective mitigation measure on site, provision of sufficient full-time safety and health officer to monitor and implement the program, as well as to implement the safety and health control, establishment of line of communication during emergency. So this is from our group 2 presentation. Hopefully
thank
you
you for
enjoyed our
watching.
presentation. Bye bye.